knocked off, I guess. Damn, that's frustrating.
Let's go.
Well, the battle system is kind of interesting, to say the least. I got rid of the menu, but I meant to...
Got him.
I didn't mean to do that, that's for sure. How do I pull it back up?
Leave it to me.
What is this dude just gonna keep healing himself or what? What do we got? Any kind of like special skills? Boost your magic attack. That's a heal. Let's try this. Cause why not?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Out of here. Blast off. Let's go.
All that's left is this damn snake thing.
All right. Yeah. See? Got him. Blast off.
Not much of a knockback there.
Oh, have I gotten stronger?
Apparently so. Snatcher on the Sega CD. That, you know, I never got to play that myself.
Kill it.
Are you all right?
A little bruised is all.
Forgive me. It's all my fault.
No, I'm just glad you're safe.
Oh, you are far more heroic than you look. Allow me to extend my gratitude by tending to those wounds of yours.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, give me some free items.
I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you.
On the contrary, I should be the one thanking you for saving me. Pardon me, I haven't yet introduced myself. My name is Rook. As you have likely gathered by now, I am a traveling merchant by trade.
A traveling merchant, eh?
Nice to meet you. I'm Sheena, an adventurer.
A pleasure. Lately, martyrs have been taking to crowding these trails, making it impossible for me to sell my wares in peace.
What's a martyr?
Oh, haven't you heard?
I have
Well,
not.
you see, I actually just woke up a few moments ago with no recollection of how I got there. My memory's fuzzy.
What? Oh, how awful. Martyrs are monsters that have been touched by the kiss of madness. Yes, for a few months now, reports of monsters attacking people have been increasing to a frightening degree.
As they usually do in
Did you
RPGs.
say a few months? How did I not remember any of this?
Much has changed in the last year. Do you really remember nothing?
Not a thing.
Not even what you ate yesterday?
Nope.
She didn't eat yesterday. She got eaten yesterday.
Most unfortunate.
Well,
Although
I
that
can't let it
sounds
bring
kind
me
of fucked
down.
up now that I think
Things
about
will
it.
turn out sooner or later.
What makes you say that?
My
Sorry,
mother
she had her
always
head
told me
bitten
that
off.
Someone up there is watching out for me.
I see. Your mother sounds like a devout woman. Surely our
Anti-Semitic
Lord
monsters
will
attacking
shine
the
upon
poor
you
merchant.
with his blessings.
That's how these things go.
Amnesia is nothing to scoff at. I can imagine how confusing all of this must be. So I will try to help you in the meantime.
Then,
Don't trust
would you
him.
mind catching me up on everything I've missed?
You needn't burden yourself with the sad tale of this fallen world. Some things are better left unsaid.
I want to know it all. Please, tell me.
Every depressing detail.
Very
Come on.
well, then. Allow me to tell you about the Entoma Scourge. 1 year ago, the world as we had known it ceased to exist.
Dum,
On
dum,
that
dum.
fateful day, a terrifying beast came down from the heavens and unleashed catastrophe across the entire country.
What? What do you mean? What's an Entoma?
The Entoma was a curse from the gods, a living, breathing embodiment of atrocity, brought to life by the despicable sins committed by our people.
All sinners must
Vanity and greed became the gospels of our time. The rich became richer, and the poor became poorer. Soon, it seemed people had forgotten how to love. In no time at all, the thin fabric holding friends and family together was torn asunder. Constant threats of war and invasion
So an Entoma
gave
is spirit
corrupt
cancer.
nobles the chance
It
to
appears so.
tax every cent from out of their subjects' pockets. Desperation birthed from a widening gap betwixt the rich and poor. Thievery and violence became commonplace. Lives lost over loaves of bread. The nobility
enough room on the bread
cackled
line.
atop their high towers, taking pleasure in watching their subjects turn on one another while they sipped their wine. The notion of salvation became a fool's currency. Eventually, the destitute and starving citizens had reached a point of no return. One by one, they fell to their knees onto the ragged earth, begging for death as mercy from their constant suffering. Memories of our vibrant past were tossed into the graves of those brave enough to remember them. That is, until the scourge had ripped
guy's
the
voice
heavens in half without warning.
Sounds similar to the narrator in Dragon's
It cut
Crown.
through the sky like steel through flesh, flattened our mountain ranges, and ruined our forests and seas with a divine rainbow light. The beast itself had later become known as Heaven's Messenger, striking fear into the hearts of those unlucky enough to cross its path. Furious with our people's disregard for life, God saw fit to punish us without warning. We had no choice but to accept.
Heavens. Messenger? Divine punishment?
That's what he said.
Within 10 days, the beast destroyed not only Hardis, but each of the surrounding kingdoms as well. Mankind was beside itself without recourse or any chance of retaliation. Men, women, and children were
Rainbow
being killed
Armageddon.
left and right. Just when we thought that all hope was lost, our
Thanks for the lemon.
long-awaited salvation had finally arrived. The monster's body had suddenly frozen and shattered into pieces.
What happened to it?
That I do not know. All we know for certain is the monster's shattered fragments rained down upon our world, leaving little behind save for its terrible memory in our minds. Spared from their accursed tyranny, the people celebrated in the streets.
So there are survivors aside from us.
Yes, although few and far between. Some of them still live in small enclaves. However,
Man, this dude is
the fact
information
that you
dump
lack
city.
the recollection of this event means you were asleep, not for a few months, but for over a year.
I have no idea how I lost my memory. So I'll just have to fill in the blanks somehow. I appreciate you taking the time to recount what I've missed. Seems like I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Ah, you impress me. It's rare to find someone whose nose is still pointed towards the future. Sheena, there's a bit more to this story. Many who survived the calamity experienced a strange emotional shift, proclaiming to dedicate their lives to piety. People had interpreted their salvation as a miracle, and thus were eager to pay it forth to prevent another monster from appearing. As of a few months ago, however, this ended with a few alarming consequences.
Maybe he can summarize Kingdom Hearts while
How
he's at
so?
it.
An event known as the
That would help.
Mass Consternation. Odd, unexplainable happenings popping up out of nowhere. In one instance, a man had evaporated like smoke in his own bedroom. A woman claimed to see God's light before slitting her own throat.
What?
I heard of one village that committed a mass suicide by drowning, jumping into the ocean like a pack of rats from a sinking ship.
Is that his own version of racial humor? Is he a rat? He looks kind of like a rat.
I don't know. It was as if they were martyrs suffering for the sake of avoiding retribution. It was around this time that monsters started to appear yet again, igniting fear into those who had survived to remember their ghastly deeds. Eventually, people began suspecting that the souls of these recently departed martyrs learned how to inhabit the bodies of monsters. Hence, monsters began attacking innocent people without warning. At least, that was the rumor.
So
the
you
name
heard.
soon stuck, and these beasts you see roaming around are what we now refer to as martyrs. Crowds of frightened town-goers would look up at the sky.
That was the
once
longest
and
dictionary
mutter,
definition
"We
I've
are
ever
those."
heard. She's like, what is martyrs? And then it goes into this whole thing.
I don't understand. What could compel people to end their own lives? There has to be some explanation,
I could tell you.
right?
You're wise, Sheena. As you stated, we had eventually discovered the reason for the mysterious slew of mass suicides.
You talk to them?
It appears you have one attached to your leg as well. That is the mark of the Entoma, the catalyst that drives people to madness. Unfortunately, you will soon feel its effects as it slowly eats away at your mind.
I guess those spider legs are there for a reason, huh? Rook seems to be a field mouse.
Must mean the spider legs.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
What the? It's moving?
The tentacles are gonna take over.
Fluttering up my skirt!
Oh dear.
That, my dear, is proof of your curse. It has a mind of its own, ensnaring its hapless prey while slowly corrupting it over time. If inorganic matter is touched by the curse, then it eventually withers away. If it latches onto a living thing, however,
Then what happens?
their brains become infected to the point that they spiral out of control. You might be a bigger threat to yourself than you think. Now that monsters and this damned Entoma have all but doomed this place,
Don't strain your wrist now.
there is little for anyone to do other than watch the gradual and tragic demise of our world. Goodness me.
Have a good
In
one.
times as bleak as these, it feels like a real labor to go on living. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I think I just have a stomachache.
Oh no! Forgive me. I spent all this time reminiscing. How rude of me.
I'm fine.
I don't know if
Subsiding
reminiscing
a bit.
is the correct
Everything
word
you
there.
said was true. About the curse and the end of the world. That I'm so sorry. Somehow, though, I'm still happy.
But how can you?
It makes me think. Meeting someone new and learning something about them feels like a miracle of its own at times.
Oh
When
boy.
I see my reflection in someone else's eyes, I can't help but blush. For a brief moment, my life has purpose. Knowing that I matter to someone else brings me joy. It's hard to explain.
Joy, huh?
I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me.
Yes. So, Rook, you just need to... I'm so sorry. That was rude of me.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that show in forever. Wow.
It's fine. Because of what you just said, I am reminded that life still holds some splendor. Thank you for sharing that beautiful sentiment.
You're welcome.
I'd say it's a bit of a slow start.
I've no doubt that someday we will find a way to lift the curse of the Intoma.
I can't judge
from
it
our
completely yet.
lands. If I learn anything more about it, then you'll be the first to know.
Some of the voice acting is a little cringy,
Thank you.
but it looks pretty.
Well,
Sounds
guess
nice.
I'll be seeing you around, Rook. The world needs me.
Gameplay's
Sheena,
not bad. I just
where
need
are
to,
you
you know,
going?
figure out the
I'm
battle
an
system. I've
adventurer.
only had one
There's
practice
only
battle
one
so
place
far.
for me to go. The place where all adventurers dream of. The mystical sky capital, Odyssea.
I think it's sort of a
Are you sure that such a place even
almost
exists?
like, yeah, almost like a combination
All of what I
of,
just mentioned, including Heaven's Messenger, is a little more than
I want to say like
hearsay.
sort of
Stories
visual
to
novel
scare
type
young children.
and action RPG.
Of course it exists. Dream a little, Rook.
This has been quite a conversation
sorry.
hasn't ended. Has it been 15 minutes?
Oh, please, I don't mind. So, do you have any clue how to reach Odyssea?
Now how's she gonna know that if she has no memory?
Additionally, extensive travel requires adequate funds. Are you well prepared?
Came at a point where the female character complained that her uncontrollable spider legs spouting from her skirt are getting too friendly. Just a little too
Apologies.
friendly.
Judging by your reaction, the answer would seem to be no. Oh, come to think of it, I recall the king had announced that he was recruiting new guards. Why don't you try gaining some money that way?
Really? Yes.
Yes, we're poor.
I'd love to.
In that case, let me show you how to reach the palace. Follow this corner, then make a left down this path. Here is a map.
That would be better. Just give me the map.
Wow, thank you. See you around.
Good luck out there, young traveler.
Bless you, Rook. Good luck to you too.
What a spry thing. If the next generation has as much spirit as her, then perhaps there's hope yet for the future of our world. However, it might be too late.
A very diverse future. All right. Oh yeah, there's a good idea. Just yell. Are those purple things on her head ears or horns? They look like horns. Seeing the spider leg, I'd wager mandible. You know, that actually might... Yeah, that kind of makes sense. What's over here? Hidden through each dungeon are points you can collect. Venture in and out of rooms within each dungeon to make markers reappear. Any items found can be sold later.
What's this?
Okay. Bug wings, sure. That wall was kind of glitching. I don't know what the deal is with that. Does she really have to do that every time we run for a little bit?
What's this? here? What's this?
Yo, let me open the
What's
door.
this?
I guess you can't. Knock, knock, bitch. But are you tired out just for moving that much, really?
What's
It
this?
seems oddly, unnecessary. I don't know, some of the movement just seems really weirdly sluggish. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm not sure if it's very obvious when you're like looking at the screen, but when you're actually in control, it's very noticeable. Maybe the spider legs are heavy. Maybe. That's not. We need realistic weight.
What's this?
Realistic game physics. But there's no horn on a spider. Oh, well, how about what's this? It's like there's just a wall here. I can't move past it. You know, for a palace, this seems very empty. Look at this room. Where's the tables and I don't know. There's not even a chandelier or anything. There's nothing. Who decorated this place? Now, I hope this is intentional and not just like not just a game design choice, because it's extremely weird that all the rooms would just be empty. And not even necessarily of people, but just no furniture or anything.
What's this?
I mean, I'm pressing the button, but it's not letting me open anything. That seems to be a door handle. Do you remember how to use that at least? Did your amnesia make her forget to open doors? Maybe I guess maybe they're locked, but it doesn't really seem like there's any place to go in here, except for this room. We found a way.
I wonder what that was all about.
Me too. A lot of empty rooms.
Oh, he scared me. I thought no one was inside, so I went on ahead and pushed the door open. My name is Sheena. I'm an adventurer. Forgive me for barging in. I tried calling out earlier, but it seemed like no one else was around. Oh, I'm here to enlist as a guard. I heard you were recruiting.
You mean the shadow people? Was it me, or does her red armor disappear from her model when she stops moving? You know, I wasn't even paying attention because I was like just taken by the empty rooms. But maybe if it's not like a glitch, maybe it has to do with the way you even see the walls glitching or whatever. Because if you look at her,
I wonder why he isn't responding.
if you look at this model here, you see
His
little
eyes are
glitches
vacant and
too,
placid.
and I think
No
that
matter
has
how
to
much
do
I
with
move or speak, he doesn't budge.
whatever's going on in the story.
I wonder if that Entoma's Scourge thing has something to do with this. My goodness, though. I can tell why the king would enjoy living here. I've never seen anywhere so lush and extravagant. The woman in this portrait is stunning. She's so regal, like a queen or a princess of some kind. But why does the painting look like it's been hacked apart by a sword? I couldn't fathom why anyone would dare to desecrate a royal portrait.
For the thrill.
Wait, have I met her somewhere before? No way. That can't be. How the heck would someone like me meet the royal family when it... Ah! Oh no, what did I do? Guard just started glaring back at me. I should get out of here. I'm sorry. I'll just come back later. I should head back to the palace entrance.
Hey, Casimir.
What's going on here? This whole castle seems a bit off. Oh, I know. Why don't I ask the king?
That would have been a good thing to do.
Excuse me. Sorry about earlier, but there's something urgent that I need to ask the king. I hope I'm not being too rude, but would you let me through to speak with him?
The answer is no.
He isn't responding again. Maybe that means I can proceed? I see someone standing over there. Is that the king? He might not be able to hear me from here, so I'll have to get closer.
Do it.
Hey, you there! Run!
Huh? I thought I heard a voice just now.
The answer is get bent.
Am I imagining things? Excuse me. Your Highness, I want to...
You've traveled a long distance, adventurer.
What a relief. Seems I can talk to him.
Have you come to defile my wife as well?
Whoa, what is going on here?
Wait, you've got me all wrong. I never do anything to hurt the queen.
I think
Those
this...
hideous legs on your body are proof of your insolence. A stain reserved for sinners, as the rest of us await salvation from the Ark!
Is that thing fidgeting again? It was hiding under my skirt a second ago, but now it's traveling up my thigh.
Oh, jeez.
The king is staring at me. It's making me uncomfortable.
This is very suggestive.
Your Highness, please hear me out. The queen and I have never even met.
Bow before the Lord's graces! Touch your head to the ground and repent with your blood! The purging light only desecrated our world because of sinners like you.
What is he talking about? So it isn't just the cards that are acting strangely. The king's going cuckoo too.
I thought...
The world is
yeah.
cursed and falling into ruin. Soon all will be reduced to ash.
After those
And the
comments
vows
about
will
his
be
wife, I
saved,
don't
and
think
the
cuckoo
sinners
is the
punished.
correct word there.
I hereby charge you with the murder of my wife, the Queen! Off with her head!
The guy sounds constipated.
What the?
We get to fight these guards or what?
No! Ow! You're hurting me! The guard! He's got weird legs coming out of him just like me!
God has forsaken you! Death to all sinners!
It's pretty bad.
God has forsaken you!
Again?
Death to all sinners! Welcome to your demise.
It sounds like he's reciting NPC lines, right? It's like...
What was all that about? Maybe coming here was a bad idea. I need to hurry out of the palace.
There is no God. There is no God! Welcome to your demise, adventurer.
It doesn't take much to get banned on there anymore, does it? That sucks.
Wait!
She's not the brightest.
Guards. We're all corrupted. If the legs tethered to my body are a sign that I'm infected by this so-called curse, does that mean I'll lose my mind too?
Sure does.
No, I can't.
I mean, technically, you already
Listen to
lost
me,
it, right?
Sheena.
That's
The
amnesia.
Lord is watching over you. Follow the righteous path, and you will be showered by his blessing.
This is I don't know. This is a very interesting game. I don't know how I feel about this yet, to be honest.
There's no God!
You're going all atheist on us and everything. I feel like I have to subscribe to a YouTube channel.
My thighs, they're being constricted.
End of the world. It hurts. Oh, my legs.
Well, the tentacles are already here.
Oh, it feels like my insides are gonna burst. Ah! There she is.
I think this
The
dude has
intruder.
diarrhea.
Capture her. She's the culprit. Don't let her escape. Guards, seize her.
No! No! Someone, anyone, please! Help me!
Hey, you there!
What?
It's the codec.
Wait, are you? No way. How'd you get here?
Whose voice is this? Where is it coming from? Feels like I'm hearing it inside my head.
Recorded his lines in a bathroom.
Could it be?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Please, save me! I'm being chased!
Yeah, God, he just decided to step in.
God? Excuse me? Where'd you go?
This is wild.
Oh, that's cruel. You've turned your back on me.
Oh, atheism again. This is amazing. It's something.
I have to get out of here.
Those are terrible, terrible lines. What's going on outside?
What's happening?
A mix between the video game The Grudge, Sword Art Online, or Dot Hack, and those horror video novels.
The tragic demise of our world. My stomach is killing me.
Doesn't anybody have any
What's going on?
Pepto-Bismol?
Stop it! Nothing I do will make the pain subside. Why is this happening to me?
I feel like she used to shop at Hot Topic. Error occurred.
What? What's going on? I'm terrified. Someone, please help me.
We're connected. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you crying?
No.
This place is swarming with guards. You need to sprint out of there as fast as you can. Listen to my directions very carefully.
Oh, okay.
Turn around and head down the hallway on your right.
What? I just escaped from that hallway. And you want me to go back?
Just shut up and move!
Yeah, shut up and move.
Okay. Thank you, God.
What did you call me? Were you able to make it out?
Just randomly assuming that it's a
Yes.
god. What is wrong with this
No.
chick?
Ouch!
Hey, you okay? Watch your step.
I think so.
I'm
I didn't see a ledge
beginning to
there.
have severe doubts
Must
that
be
she
by
can
the
save the
sign.
world.
You're not making any sense. Fine. shortcut to escape the palace.
Alpha build? Shortcut. I have no idea what he's going on about, but I should listen to him. Whoa!
The communication's lagging out. You're starting to buffer. I can't see anything on my end. Were you able to make it through?
Now buffering.
Yes. Safe and sound.
Good. Go ahead and continue down the path. There are some enemies up ahead, so don't stop for any reason, okay?
Okay.
What's so funny?
Can't we stop to fight him?
Oh, nothing. Just bewildered that God really does exist.
What are you talking about? Whatever, just keep going.
Okay.
Sheena, I have a question for you, but don't stop walking. I'm gonna ask you directly. Are you Sheena?
Huh? Oh, yes. I'm Sheena, the adventurer.
I know that. I'm asking about your real identity. You know, the girl behind the curtain.
Identity? The only girl here is me. God, you sure are strange.
You're giving me a headache. If your last name isn't...
They
Are
just
you
block
a
it
hacker
out.
or something? Besides, how the hell are the world's Odyssey servers up and running? I thought they were shut down.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea. Are you serious?
I've lost my memory. An entire year's worth of experiences. Gone.
Gone? Really?
Boy, this castle's really big.
Yes. There's very little about myself that I remember, so I don't have all of the answers. Oh, but there is one thing that I remember. I have a vision of myself, aiming to reach the mystical capital in the sky, Odyssea.
Actually, that memory has been fabricated. Nothing more than a programmed objective.
Programmed objective.
You're stuck
Sheena,
in a game.
What's your favorite food?
Huh? Well, of course
It's I don't know.
Steamed melon pod.
Oh.
What? How did you know that?
I knew because of something that happened in my world where you actually exist. Your username.
Your life is a
Sheena.
lie.
Hey, you're Sheena. Where have you been for this entire year? Everyone's been looking all over for you.
Wait, what? Excuse me. You're cutting out. What did you say after Sheena?
Sheena?
You're breaking up still. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Just won't let you hear that secret last name.
Are none of my messages going through? Even in the backlog? Wait, is there a chance that the game is cutting me off on purpose? How is that possible? Then how about my name? It's...
No, it's not coming through.
My name doesn't work either? Who's behind this?
The real God.
There's so much I want to ask you. What happened to you a year ago? Where are you right now?
Huh?
SAO inspired. I mean, I guess it sounds like it sounds very similar.
I think you've got me mistaken for someone else. I'm an adventurer. I promised my mother that I'd reach Odyssea.
I told you, that's just your programming. Besides, your mother passed away when you were a young girl, didn't she?
What? Huh? She passed away when I was a young girl? You're lying! I promised... Huh? What's going on? I hear a ringing from the back of my head. That can't be...
Do you remember now? It's true. You're...
Oh, jeez.
What? Are you crying?
No. It's true. You really are.
That's not me. You've got me all wrong.
There she is, the intruder in the East Wing!
But what? It doesn't even work.
If she's killed by those guards, then it might cut off our line of communication.
You think?
Okay, whether or not you trust me is beside the point right now. If you want to live, then listen to me. Get the hell out of there!
I hate how bossy you are. Ah!
Damn it! No way! Where the hell did he come from?
Oh, this is
Decapitation,
so bad.
incision, immolation, and mutilation! I can do it all!
Is he buff too?
Commence the execution! Come here, little girl.
That's not creepy at all.
Fracture the bones in that fleshy body of yours in the palm of my hand!
Don't worry, Sheena. I'm right here with you.
Death
I can
end
rewrite
request.
the code in real time to boost your fighting abilities.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's gonna make me level 99. That's what he's saying.
All right, let's go.
What's up with all these dudes? I'm supposed to fight them by myself? Avoid stepping on glowing bugs scattered over the battlefield. Party members can become corrupt. Each party member accrues corruption at different speeds. If corruption level reaches 100%, the party member will be unable to battle. Okay. Isn't this the second battle of the game? It sure is. Death to all bugs. You perform a knockback against an enemy, it collides into field bugs. I guess that's strategy then. Now, what is with all these guys? I don't know, it's sort of like a mixed battle system where they kind of move around like it's a strategy or something.
See? Hiya! Got him.
Okay, that kind of worked.
Deleted.
Is it not doing the roll again? Is it messing
All
up?
right. Hey. Ha. See?
I've been having some connection problems this evening. Oh shit. This is the game about murderous lesbians? I think I'm... I don't think I've reached that plot point yet.
My turn.
Okay. Let's try something else. Boost magic attack.
All right. See? Hey. Stealing. Yeah.
Well, that was cool.
Out of here.
It's losing frames pretty
It's
good.
over.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty crap. I think it's from the weather in the area. It's all like rainy and shit here.
All right. See?
So I think if I attack him at this angle though, I should be able to bump him into the other guy. I kind of get it now.
Took you down.
Hopefully it doesn't drop again. But I don't know, it's weird. Like I checked my connection manager and it says there's like no connection issues, but then if I look at OBS, it's shit. You will never have a spider legs computer waifu while I live. Have hope, man. Have hope. Okay. What's happening? Did this get any better too? No, the stream still didn't get better either. Why did it get silent all of a sudden? Okay then. Man, this stream is screwing up big time too. I don't know why the connection is so crap. Okay, now I puked up a literal bug.
What is happening?
It looks like an insect. It's bouncing in the air, almost like it's buzzing. Sheena, run for it! It's trying to eat you!
No! Stop! Stay still!
I'm sure it's gonna listen.
Code's going nuts. I can't make out what's happening. Wait, she isn't going mad? Is this for real? How is she able to withstand being corrupted by that bug?
Magic.
Sheena, whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it.
My stomach hurts.
Just
Poor
hold
girl
on
needs
for
a
now.
Tums.
I'm gonna rewrite some of your code.
Prepare for your doom!
Damn it, it's gotten back up already.
It really is a game.
You're doing great, Sheena. Try accessing your attack commands now.
Attack commands? Could you stop speaking gibberish?
Your commands are...
There are times when the heads of our prisoners go missing after being decapitated. Care to guess why? It's because we stuff them and put them on display. But yours? I'm going to boil it with salt and spread it on a cracker to feast upon.
That's not weird at all.
Anything, just do something!
Alright. Why does she has no memories, but she knows like baseball
over.
terminology.
Woohoo! We won! Let's keep at it.
She's the creator of the game.